Match reaction, Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 3. Your reaction to that game?
Simple as, absolutely shocking. One of the worst team performances I've seen for a long time. There has to be a shake-up in January. That's not acceptable out there. Where do you think we're going to be carrying on playing like that? There are players out there, right, what I've got up there for certain games. Today, they were nowhere to be seen. As a performance, as a team, they didn't know what they were doing. And I think everyone has to take some blame here today.
I must say, in your match preview, what we put out today, you weren't going to be taking Bournemouth lightly, and it just showed there today, especially with how Bournemouth played us off the park at times.
Yeah, they played us off the park. I think Bournemouth, 90% of that game, were in control. The energy from them, straight from the off, it was there. I just didn't see anyone working like Bournemouth did. They were a good side. I did say that coming here. Take them lightly and at your pedal, and look what we get today. I don't know what them players were thinking out there today. They just didn't seem to have woken up from this morning's sleep, and Bournemouth just run us ragged. That's how I see it. And then when Bournemouth are doing olays at the end, you just know it's a bad performance. There has to be some serious thinking and changes going on in this football club to what goes on in January, because January is key. We could be down there. I mean, we've got Wolves, we've got Newcastle, we've got Liverpool coming up. Newcastle are on form. This team didn't know how to play football here today. They didn't look a team, and that's what's worrying.
Yeah, big worry. Wolves also won today. I think it was 3-0 the last time I looked, and I can only really remember 10 minutes in that first half, which was the last 10 minutes of the first half, where you thought United looked organised, they looked like they were playing as a team.
That's all you can say about United. 10 minutes towards the end of the first half. Bruno there, he had several opportunities to bring us back on terms. I think 3 of the efforts what he had didn't even hit the target. That was poor, but he wasn't the only one throughout the day. There was some wayward shots and all that. I just seen that first half, and I knew what was coming for the second half, to be honest with you. I looked at Xerxes there. He didn't have anyone around him, but he played poorly today. And I'm not just picking on him. Ahmad played poorly today. Mainu played poorly today. Delo played poorly today. They just did not work together. And there's more players what played poorly. It was the overall performance, right, was a shambles. I didn't see them working together. They didn't have any energy or anything. And that's serious. When you don't see an energy at Old Trafford, you know, I look at the last league game, City away, and you think to yourself, coming to Old Trafford, you've got 3 games. Let's pick up the tempo. Let's go for it and everything. They were asleep. I mean, you know, that was a proper Christmas turkey of a performance, that. Yeah. I mean, my Christmas is spoilt now, and I imagine everyone else's. But them players, they've got to look at each other. I mean, that was that. You cannot have that at Old Trafford when you've got to win and you put on a performance against Manchester City. You're taking the piss, because that's what it is. All them fans in there have braved that weather today, and they've put up with that, and people can't be bothered. I look at Delo, and I've been going on about Delo, and I'm going on about just him at the moment, right? And there's many more I can. And Delo has been poor all season. I look at the wing backs today. They did nothing.
No, I like most of the teams today. And you're looking at a couple of players in the attacking areas for Bournemouth, their centre-forward, Ivan Nielsen and Kluivert today. I thought they were picking up some real good positions where they were getting left unmarked as well.
They were getting left unmarked. They picked up good positions because they had the energy. They had the work rate. They were working as a team. And we looked so lethargic, strolling. I just seen some players at times there strolling about, not getting in the tackle and that. You know, the second half, let's be honest here. Let's be 100% honest here. Bournemouth tore us apart because the work rate was there. They come out and they decided, you are not going to score. You are not going to score. Look, he gave the penalty away, okay? Mazraoui. But bad tackle. And then they go and score straight after it and that. Where was the concentration there? There was none. They were too open, United. They weren't together. You know, I thought United were coming at, like, getting it together by working together, staying tight in the midfield and that. And it was just a shambles all round.
To me, in that second half as well, it felt at times, large parts of it, as though Bournemouth weren't too afraid of us having the ball in around, like, let's say, 30 yards from their goal, because it was all they felt they could just sit tight, sit compact, organised, and they knew United wouldn't really create anything or clear-cut opportunities on goal, and that's what you felt largely the second half were, half chances.
Look, you look at that first half, Xerxes in there. Where was the efforts on goal? There was nothing in the box. Every time the ball come to him, whether it was in the air or at his feet and that, he couldn't control it. He never held the ball. He never brought the players on. But he's not just the only one. There was no team play. There was no work ethic where they were all there charging, going forward together from the back to the midfield to the front. Once that, too many long balls again. You know, especially in that first half. Too many long balls. In that weather, it didn't make sense. They were playing it on the floor. They were playing it fast, control football, and we just weren't playing any control football at all. I could go on and on and on and on and slag that performance down. But let me tell you, Ruben Amorim put that side out there, and I was surprised at some of the players he put out there, especially Xerxes, right? Hoyland should have been on there. I thought Garnacho should have been on there to take it to him. Having Xerxes on there, there was nothing there to get behind them. Nothing at all. They knew they had it easy, and that's why Xerxes was there. They had the control. So he has to take a bit of criticism today, Ruben Amorim, right? And I think he's shocked at that performance. That's the job. You look at the position we're in. We are in a crisis if we don't pull off some results soon. And going into next year, don't expect any change. So Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos, better start pulling the money out of that wallet and get it sorted in January, because there's no other way to sort this. Forget the manager, forget the coaches. They ain't going to turn this around no matter what, whether the best coaches in the world. They need to spend and spend big and get rid of some of this rubbish what is on that pitch, because there is some rubbish. There's about 8 players, maybe 7 players the manager can work with. But beyond that, we are in trouble.
I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Get your thoughts and opinions in on that game. And don't forget to leave a like on today's video. We'll be back tomorrow with another live video, so get that notification on, and we'll see you there. Try and enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. Thank you.